Today, we are going to dive into one of the most provocative reflections ever made about God, faith, and the human mind. A simple sentence, yet powerful enough to shake centuries of belief. The author of this statement was José Saramago, one of the greatest writers of contemporary literature and the winner of the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1998. At one point, Saramago made a declaration that still sparks intense debate today. God simply does not exist. God exists in people's minds. But what exactly did he mean by that? Was Saramago merely denying the existence of God, or was he inviting us to reflect more deeply on the nature of faith? Before answering that question, it is worth remembering who José Saramago was. Born in Portugal in 1922, Saramago built a literary career marked by a profound philosophical reflection. His works explore themes such as religion, power, morality, and the very nature of the human condition. His unique and provocative style made him one of the most influential thinkers of the 20th century. Until his death in 2010, he left behind a legacy that continues to inspire debate around the world. When Saramago says that God exists in people's minds, he raises a fundamental question. What if the idea of God is in fact a human creation? This thought leads us to consider something important. Faith does not arise in a vacuum. Our beliefs are shaped by culture, education, family, and the experiences we accumulate throughout our lives. Every society develops its own stories about the divine. That is why, throughout human history, countless religions, gods, and interpretations of spirituality have emerged. This raises another fascinating question. If there are so many different conceptions of God, what does that say about the origin of these ideas? Are they divine revelations or reflections of the spiritual and cultural needs of each society? Saramago also invites us to view faith as a cultural phenomenon. Throughout history, religion has shaped laws, traditions, customs, and values in many civilizations. But at the same time, societies themselves have shaped their religions. It is a deep and complex relationship. Another interesting point appears when we think about the relationship between faith and reason. We live in a world increasingly influenced by science, critical thinking, and the search for evidence. In this context, an inevitable question arises. Is religious faith compatible with a rational understanding of the world, or are they simply two different ways of interpreting reality? Regardless of the answer, one thing seems clear. The search for meaning is an essential part of the human experience. Even those who do not believe in God continue searching for purpose, values, and meaning in life. Perhaps it is precisely this search that explains why ideas about the divine have appeared in almost every culture throughout history. In today's world, where different beliefs coexist side by side, dialogue becomes more important than ever. Understanding what others believe and why they believe it can be a path towards greater respect, understanding, and peaceful coexistence. At first glance, Saramago's statement may sound harsh, but deep down it invites us to do something very valuable: to think. To think about our beliefs, about our certainties, and about how we construct our ideas about the world. Now I would like to hear your opinion. Do you agree with Saramago, or do you believe that God exists independently of the human mind? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoy content that challenges ideas and encourages deep reflection, make sure to follow the channel. Here on Absolute Wisdom, every reflection is an invitation to see the world from a new perspective. Until the next reflection.